Dillon, it looked like Taylor might have come to your defense a little bit after that call in the first half and picked up the technical. How much do you like him showing that sort of energy and coming to your defense like that?
I love it. You know, the refs, you know, they're gonna call what they're gonna call. They make mistakes as well, but you know, we gotta find a way to fight through it. And you know, I respect Coach for, you know, for defending me. When he defends everybody, we gotta figure out how to, you know, stop, you know, fouling jump shooters, because I feel like that's why we're losing these games, and you know, that starts with me. I gotta find a way to stop fouling the jump shooters.
Evan Barnes.
Dillon, for you guys being a team that prides yourself on defense being your calling card and something you guys rally around, what was maybe the biggest challenge ending this game? And also, just besides the screen and rolls, has there been another challenge, just maybe with the dribble penetration that's been the biggest challenge?
Yeah, but you know, them getting downhill, us in rotation. You know, we gotta limit our rotations and try to keep guys in front, like you said. That's another thing. I feel like we did a better job today, but you know, we still gotta, you know, do better overall.
Josh Robbins.
Dillon, your team missed its last 9 shots after it went up by 2. What did you see with the shot selection and the approach to offense late?
I feel like we had good shots. You know, we just missed them. There was one corner 3 that I should have hit to go up 2. Instead of flinging up a 3, trying to get a foul, should have went to my mid-range and knocked it down. Just different things, and the game's moving fast. You know, you got to figure it out. But I feel like most of those shots are good shots, and you know, we made a run, and you know, somehow we got to find a way to, you know, keep making the run go longer.
Cassie Carlson.
Dillon, you guys have showed your ability to come back down the stretch, but Taylor said he was more concerned about the way you guys started. What do you think you need to change from the jump to get off to a good start?
More energy. We gotta feed off our crowd. Our crowd was amazing today. You know, it's great to see everyone in the stands. You know, waving their towels. You know, the energy was electric. You know, I'd never seen the energy in the gym, in the arena like that. It was an amazing feeling. You know, we gotta feed off that and feed off each other, and you know, just do a little more. Just do a little more.
We have time for one more. Mike Sadie.
Dillon, on that note, you know the build up to this game today. People have been waiting 4 years. You guys have been waiting, you know, 2 or 3 years to get into this sort of game in your own building. You mentioned how electric it was. Is the only disappointment that you didn't get the win because you guys did everything, including rallying back? I mean, this place was electric for most of this game and really tried to feed you guys to a win.
Yeah, you know, the cherry on top would have been the win. But you know, we're still learning, still figuring it out. We gotta make, you know, a couple more adjustments. You know, we had a good game plan going in. We just gotta make a little bit more adjustments, and you know, we gotta be ready to, you know, come in and play desperate. You know, we're down 2-1, and you know, we gotta find a way to, you know, scrap out a win on our home floor.
Thanks, Dillon.
Mike Conley gave his former team 27-6-8. Here he is.
Locked in the bubble, and you've taken it to another level in this playoff series. Kind of what's been working for you? What's been the mentality going out there? It seemed like there were points tonight where it looked like you didn't feel like you could miss.
You know, really it's just trying to keep the same mindset I've had. Something that, you know, when I first got here, it took a minute for me to kind of find my groove. And because of that, I wasn't, you know, the same guy, you know, mentally. And, you know, over the last year, especially in the bubble, it really allowed me to kind of find my way and be there mentally before the game starts. Just be locked in and be thinking about plays, be thinking about shots that are going to go in. Accepting the challenge. It's a great challenge to play against a team like this, and especially on the road and in a place I'm familiar playing in, and just go out there and just play as hard as I can, and if it's enough to win, I'm happy. So I'm just going to go out there and continue to do it.
Sarah Todd, Deseret News.
Mike, you mentioned being familiar here, and we asked you about this before the games in Memphis, and you said you didn't know what it was going to be like playing in front of these fans as the enemy. What were the emotions that you had when kind of you first got out there on the court?
I just started when we started to compete. All that stuff kind of goes out the window. I thought I'd be more wrapped up in it, but same time, man, I was just out there just having fun and competing, and got into the flow of the game early. Saw a couple shots go in, and really found a good rhythm. And once that happens, just trying to fill the game out the rest of the way. So it's a great environment to play in. Still one of my favorite places to play. So it was fun to be a part of it.
Sam Farnsworth, KSL TV.
Yeah, not only that, Mike, but you also went up against some former teammates, Dillon Brooks, and you had some fun with them as well. It looked like little jawing down the floor after you made a 3-pointer that one time. What's it like going up against, I guess, him and some of your former teammates?
Well, everybody from JV to Kyle to Dylan, JJ. It's fun. It's ironic that we're getting to play at the highest level against each other like this, and all those guys compete. That was one thing when I was here, whether it was in practice or shoot around or anything. We were going at it. Dylan especially. He's a guy that competes at everything. From when we used to shoot together and shoot around. Before everybody got to the gym, we were two in there shooting. We would compete, and it's no different when we play in the game. So I expect that from him, and I'm not going to back down. I'm going to continue to push forward and do what I got to do to win.
Tony Jones, The Athletic.
What were you guys able to accomplish, in those closing possessions on both ends, and how were you guys able to accomplish it?
Well, I think defensively, it was a night and day difference from, especially game 1 and 2, how we were able to get our big up in the pick and roll a little bit higher, with Ja, so that he wasn't as comfortable when he got the ball in the paint. He still, with his quickness, he was still able to get around the paint and get to spots, but we made it take just a little bit longer, a couple more dribbles here and there, kind of trying to make